Okay. I forgot to plug my microphone in. Hello, chat. Let's go with a... Hold on. There you go. Alrighty. What is up, people? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you doing? This is Saku live from East Finland. I don't know what else to say. I had a nice dinner. Should I show you the pictures? Motherclockers said they were gonna book an Italian, and then it ended up being this Japanese restaurant. But this is not like that weird fusion restaurant we went to in Finland, which was all about caviar and your mom and everything that existed. This was actually like legit Japanese food. And it was good. It was actually really good. So, of course, the best thing I can give you are food pictures, right? I mean, what else can a streamer do but make you jealous of their life? Although you shouldn't be. So, let's have a look. Where's Discord? Discord-chan? Here we go. Okay, and again, sorry I'm late. I had dinner, so you need to be ready for this. Okay, you need to be ready. This is legit one of the, I'd say, top 5 Japanese food I've eaten. So, and that's pretty high rating coming from me. So first, let's look at this. Wait. Okay, here you go. So what you've got on here. Let me start with the order in which I ate it. First, this here in the middle. That looks like unagi or eel to begin with, but it's not. It's steak. Perfectly seared steak sushi. And the way they marinate the steak, oh, you can taste the onion. You can kind of taste a little bit of that teriyaki and the steak sauce. Oh, this melted in your mouth. It was like Wagyu levels of good. Okay. The next thing I tried was the salmon. So this is, you know, salmon with a bit of mayo, just lightly seared. It was good. Pretty normal, but the salmon was, you know, melt in your mouth salmon. It was good. And then we come to the big hitters. Okay. First, this is scallops. So you've got 2 pieces of scallop with like this zesty yuzu kind of sauce to really elevate that taste. So this was really good. And then this is like a unagi eel roll. And I think out of everything, that was probably the worst. But this was also quite nice. So this was a really, really good platter of sushi. Like legit good. Okay. What we've then got is I ordered, I don't know why does it take a while for the pictures to show up from Discord to Imager? Oh, there you go. So I had this weird Hitachino weird beer, and it was a beer made from red rice, made in Japan. Apparently basically tasted like an ale, to be honest. But yeah, red, as you can see, the beer itself is super red, but it's like a red rice ale. Interesting to try, right? I saw it on the menu, I was like, why not? So that was pretty cool. And then, oh my god, you're not ready. Okay, look, if I ever make steak tartare, I would make it like this. Okay, this steak tartare, how do I even explain it? It doesn't taste of that much. It's not that beefy. So it doesn't stink of red meat. They've somehow managed to wash out a bit of that meat taste And how they do that is you've got prawn crackers at the top. That doesn't really add anything other than a bit of crunchy texture. It's the bit in the middle. It's like this weird wasabi. I think it's avocado, but it's this weird wasabi avocado mix. Which, and then on the side they've got spring onions and onions. So I don't know what it is, but the balance they have in that is super good. Super tasty. And it just kind of takes away the kind of red-ish meat taste to the point where you're just like, actually, wow, this is really good. I actually like steak tartare a lot because of this now, but I know I'll never be impressed too much after this. You know, they don't have like an egg on top or anything like that. It's just the sauce in the middle that makes it really good. I'll be honest. I didn't eat this. I don't know what the fuck this is. I think it's it's some type of fish in your puree or some MasterChef sauce, but this kind of just disappeared before I even had a chance to touch it. So my two colleagues already demolished it. So I didn't try it, but it looks okay. It looks kind of nice for presentation standpoint, right? Because you've got that that sauce in the middle, which is the orange color, and then surrounded by like a bit of green and then a bit of lighter green. So it looks visually quite cool. But, you know, I kind of like meat color. I'm not really into vegan green colors. But they said it was quite good. Okay. Now, next, bro. You're not ready. Ooh. 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 So, meat. Big duck meat. Like a seared duck. Okay, and then you have kimchi, sriracha, spring onions, and hoisin sauce. And then you've got some rice with shallots on the left. And what it comes in the top right, this is like a typical bao, so something to wrap all of it in. So what you would do is you know, get a bao and then you put some duck in, you put all of these sauces, and it was quite good. I think sorry. The most impressive thing is probably just the duck, just how they seared it and how nice it is. That duck was so good. Very, very good. And a closer picture of the duck. Just look at it. Look at the glisten of the duck. This would be a 10 out of 10 on Master Cake. I wish they had a button to hide screen alone, but leave the chat. These food pics are like torture to me. I'm sorry. Look, sharing is caring, right? So at least you can just see it. Okay, and then dessert. So this is gonna sound gross. Okay, let me read through these options, and I want to ask you what you would order. Okay? Sesame and brown butter sandwich. Sesame biscuit, brown butter ice cream, and caramel chocolate ganache. Sounds pretty standard. Tiramisu. Mascarpone espuma, coffee ganache, miso caramel, chocolate crumble. Yogurt and mousse yuzu. Yogurt mousse, yuzu kuli. Rice meat gelato, yuzu meringue. Apple and ginger pie, caramelized apples, ginger, and gelato. Rice milk gelato, milk gelato served with caramel cumbro. Umeshu and blackberry sorbet. Vegan sorbet on a blackberry and umeshu. What would you order? When you see this, right, and you know work is gonna pay for it, what would you order? Not all, you fat fuck. If you could pick one, what would your natural curiosity take you to? Brown butter sandwich? You're just like my colleague. Bro, don't you see tiramisu and you're like, what the fuck are you doing? Don't you remember in MasterChef when that girl made a savory tiramisu? That was exactly the first thing I thought of. And I was like, this is gonna be a fucking disaster. I don't know how you can put miso in a tiramisu. That sounds fucking disgusting. So, in normal Saku fashion, I was like, why the fuck not? And here it is. You know, first, I'll be honest. When it came and it's around this big, I looked at the black disc and I thought it was a sewer cover. You know, the stuff you put on the street to cover where you have your waterways? I thought that was literally a sewer cover. I was like, the fuck is this? Why did they put a weird lid on my food? What is going on? Turns out it's just like a branded chocolate thing. Right, so let me explain this tiramisu. It wasn't that bad. I don't know how to start. So you know how in a tiramisu, you've got your cream at the top, and then the cake in the middle, and then this like weird saucy sweet thing at the bottom, right? Generally, it follows these three formulas. You've got the cream, you've got the cake, and you've got like some sweet sauce. Okay? The sweet sauce is now salty with miso instead. So you've got like a sweet cream, a sweet cake, and like a savory, like not like super salty, but like a 40% salty caramel sauce-ish thing at the bottom. It was edible. It wasn't bad at all, right? It was just interesting because I never thought you could put miso in a tiramisu and then call it a tiramisu. Fucking, I wonder if they came up with the pun first before they made it. But that was an interesting experience. I wouldn't order it again. But I'd say everyone should try it once in their lives, just to see how wrong something can get and why you would just order a normal tiramisu instead. Do you know what I mean? It's like when you get some like weird new rad variation of like a standard thing. You're like, oh, let's try it. And then you're like, nah, the normal stuff is just better, thanks. That's the kind of feeling I got for this tiramisu. And then to round things off, I don't know, I can't remember what this is called again, but this is like a whiskey cocktail. The sales guys insisted I tried it. It's called Old something? Old Boomer? I don't remember what this is called. It's basically a whiskey with orange in it, and then it's like kind of sweet. What is it called? Old starts with waffles representation, but Sweden style. I'll be honest, with each bite, I could feel my cholesterol go up. Yeah, it's probably the lighting. If you look at like this bacon here, it's more overdone than underdone. They're like crispy. They're like soft, but like more on the crispy side. But man, Jesus Christ, I had like half this plate and I was about to throw up. I'm not kidding you. Like, just the amount of fat and cholesterol with each and every bite makes you feel sick. Like legit sick. I then had to actually eat the vegetables, right? So, you know, like, I actually ate half of this, and I was like, bleh, I can't do anymore. God, it's so sickly. It's so sweet, and you've got so much fat, and this is so filling, and I'm just like, bleh. This is bread I got, and I think this is sour cream, so don't worry about that. I just picked it up anyway. And then I actually ate the veg. Chat, are you proud of me? I actually felt so sickened by the fact that there was so much cholesterol in this. I actually ate the veg. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. But this was so heavy. I would not eat this again. It is so greasy. I was oozing grease. I felt like after I ate this, I was grease reincarnated. My whole body was filled with it. So that was for lunch. And then, yeah, that's it. So today I went to the client office. I only slept a few hours, maybe about 3 hours today as well. Went to the client office, did a full day workshop starting from 8, ended at about 5. Came back to the hotel, had a power nap, headed out to dinner at around 7-ish, and then just came back. And then tomorrow I work in the hotel up until about noon, have lunch with another client, and then I go home. So that's my strategy. And again, there's no stream tomorrow because I'll be flying when it's stream time and trying to haul my ass home. So apologies in advance. Okay? So I know these 2 days haven't been the most consistent for timing. I'm sorry. But today has been really busy, and tomorrow I've got no choice. And yesterday I was just tired. Lots of excuses. Typical streamer, right? So let's have a look what you guys posted. Mr. Sino says winter resisting hard today here as well. I mean, the snow doesn't look that thick, to be honest. But yeah, that's a lot more snow than we have over here. Oh my god, that looks so cold. Ayaya.
My guess is Air France.
Air France for what? Me coming back tomorrow? You reckon? Thank you, Whiskey, for the 31. Much appreciated. I got a Twitch payout today. Twitch gave me £70, I think. Thank you to your generous donations. I have ripped all of you off for 70. Oh, the company on the list you're at today? Nope. Nope. It was not. Wrong. Hey. Any more subs? Get a free guess. What should we bet on this? If someone subs and they get the answer, I then give out 5 gifted subs. Holy gamba deal. No, don't do it. Yeah, 70 GBP. So I mean, look, again, it's not really about the money why I stream. If honestly I put this much time streaming and worked at McDonald's instead, I could spend probably 1/10 of the time. And just I literally can actually. Minimum wage is like £10 an hour, right? I just need to work 1 full day at McDonald's and I would get all that money. But it's not about the money. I just enjoy talking to you guys and enjoy streaming, which is why Mr. Sino says it's still mind-blowing to me you stream even during the business trips, because I like streaming. I like talking to you guys at least. How do you survive on such little sleep? I actually had the best sleep I've got in weeks with that power nap I got after work. I think because I was so tired, I slept 3 hours on Sunday and 3 hours on Monday. Sunday, 3 hours was on the planes, so 1 hour on the first flight and 2 hours on the second flight. And then last night I actually slept on the bed for 3 hours. And because I was so exhausted and I was in so much adrenaline during the meetings, I didn't feel tired. But the moment I got back, I put my bag down. I was thinking, oh, let's play some Fiat Rhythm, you know, before dinner. I can lie in bed, pick up my Switch, and then be like, oh, I'm so glad I brought this here so I can game on the go. I just collapsed. I was just like, within like half a second. It was so quick, I didn't even know I fell asleep. I didn't even think of falling asleep. I just kind of just blep and went straight for it. And I slept for 45 minutes to an hour, and it felt like I've slept for 12 hours. Legit. That was like the best power nap I've had ever. So that was quite impressive. Maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe I just need to be so tired so constantly that I just have one power nap and it fixes everything. Lol. So Mr. Cedos in Russia looks like, wait, what is this? And the view from my window, love me some snowy weather, but in a couple of days when it'll start melting, it's going to be a huge mess. Yeah, the snow's starting to melt here as well. So it's already a bit of a slushy mess. Yeah. Oh, Mr. Cedos, you live in a very high place. You're looking down on the plebs. Look at all the average height of the houses. You know, he's obviously a very important person living in a very high location. Okay, I see what you're doing. See what you're doing. Are you anywhere close to the city center? That looks like a lot of trees for no reason. You know what I mean? 9th floor? Yeah, I mean, I live on the 5th floor. So, I used to live on... And I was in a place called Coot House. What was my flat number? 803, I think. So the 8th floor. Yeah, it was really nice having a view that high. Not really, closer to the end of the city. Okay, that's why there's so many trees. This is kind of nice, though. It doesn't feel like you're super cramped and there's a ton of people around you. It actually has some trees and scenery. Takes 30 minutes to get to the center. Okay, fair enough. That's kind of a nice place. Snow, it's so cold here, though. You know, one of the people in the meeting asked me, hey, don't you think this room is getting a little cold? And then I was literally about to say, I said in a nice way, bitch, it was cold the moment I stepped off the plane. But I didn't say bitch. I said, yeah, it was cold the second I arrived. Regardless of how cold the room is, nothing's changed. And then they all laughed. And then I said, you know, I'm actually starting to be able to weave some jokes into my presentations for the clients as well, which I'm quite proud of. So in like a business scenario where someone won't do anything, I will then say we're going on strike, and then say the UK also is on strike at the moment, and then actually get some laughs. Oh my god, my memes are coming to life. So there's that. I know it sounds lame, but it is. We got a bit of snow today here this year. Does going to the office count as traveling? If so, here's a pic showing the lack of snow. So let's see. Okay, well, that's a nice view. Wait, no, I shouldn't zoom in. Don't zoom in. But you know, that's a nice workplace. You know why? You've got 2 monitors right off the bat. God damn, they look after your staff. I go into my office, they only give you 1 screen, bruh. And then, you know, you've got your nice hill here. Got the houses going up the hill. This actually looks kind of cool. It's a nice view. Nice ass view. Yeah, this doesn't look like an office location though, if I'm being honest. These all look like some sort of residential houses to me. I guess they're a bit big for residential houses, but this doesn't remind you of office buildings, does it? You don't look at this and you think an office location. Yeah. It's a nice view, though. Mediterranean vibes, indeed. Anything in general? Oh, this was the rendezvous last night. Just look at them. Just look at these two. Fuck, look at these two. Jesus. Look at her tilting her head. Obviously into the guy, and look at the guy with that little smirk to say, yeah, we're gonna bench, yeah. And then she's like, really? Oh my god, I still can't believe it. It's not in a business park or anything like that. Okay, fair enough. So yeah, I think he got laid. Good for him. So what do we have? Hobby figures, Hawk. Oh, you know what? The base is kind of actually cool. I don't really like... the base is really cool. Because this is one of the story scenes. If you haven't watched anime, spoilers. I don't really like the figure that much, but I like the base. I think this is the highlight for me, weirdly. Yeah. And the fact that he steps on him is really cool. That's a really cool base. But the character itself, mediocre. There's detail to it though, so it is quite a detailed figure. Who made this? How much is this? $650. Oof. Hero collectibles. Yeah, that's kind of steep. Great sticks, mate. I rate 8 of 8. Cheese dust, though low, makes Cheeto dust seem trivial, but you did warn me that would happen. But it's good though, right? Of what you could salvage out of this, and I apologize. I already bubble wrapped it, as you can tell from my wrapping. I try my best to keep it safe, but some person from your customs probably sat their fat ass on it. That's probably what happened. Good though, right? Hashtag worth it. Even if you've had to wait a goddamn month for this. Let me know how the chocolate bars are. And Azani says, looks really good. Now I'm sad I didn't participate in the giveaway. Guys, who here actually wants? Who actually here wants another one of these shit giveaways? It was fun. I think it was fun. I mean, look, do I really, every time I go to the Nordic countries, West Finland or West Sweden or East Finland, do I really have to buy crisps every time? At least it didn't affect the taste of me. The thing is, why I'm hesitating is I don't know when I'll be back to Sweden or Finland next. You know what I mean? So if I wanted to do it, this would be the best chance to buy it. You know what I mean? Bro, it's so dumb. Why do I go to Finland to buy... Why do I go to the Nordics to buy crisps? I've actually got a lot more suitcase room this time because it's a shorter trip, so I could actually fit it. Just stock up on enough of them to do it habitually? What do you think I am? A cheese stick giveaway channel? Is experiencing and spreading culture around the world. God, I'm too nice to you guys. I want to say yes. God, why am I such a softie? Why am I doing this with my life? Okay.